Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got back from a screening after seeing Blair Witch. Blair Witch is a 2016 horror film that is indeed the sequel to what some people would say the 1999 classic, The Blair Witch Project. This movie, the plot is we meet this character James, who is the brother of the character Heather from the original movie. They all went missing, of course. So the brother has been trying to figure out what exactly happened to his sister. Where'd they go? Is she still alive? Until he finds this one person online who posts a video on YouTube that could in fact be his sister, alive somewhere in that house. And he's like, fuck, I have to go figure this out, find her, see what's going on. He brings a bunch of his friends with cameras because they want to document themselves doing this, I guess. They go out there in the woods, and you could probably figure out what happens next. Bad shit starts to happen next. Now, what I thought of Blair Witch was... this movie was terrible. It was terrible, and I wanted to like this movie. I wanted to love this movie for so many reasons. One is because I recently rewatched The Blair Witch Project, and I really enjoyed that first movie. It was very subtle and just obviously revolutionary for its time, what it was able to bring to us with found footage horror movies, for better or for worse. It changes the game in many ways. So just the idea of them finally doing a true sequel, because they did do a sequel back in the year 2000, and if you want to see my rant on that piece oh shit movie, check my channel. Man. But this one at least was actually doing something with the story. I like the idea of Heather having a brother who wants to know what happened to his sister and wants to go out there and figure it out. I like the setup, the premise of the movie. I do. The biggest issue, the biggest issue that I have with this movie is the jump scares. Man, oh man, the jump scares were fucking terrible, lazy, like some of the laziest jump scares I've ever seen, because what do we hate about jump scares? Usually, it's either because there's so many of them, or because they actually work, and they make you jump, and you get pissed at yourself for jumping at something that usually isn't anything going on, isn't anything scary. It's just either a cat jumping on screen, or it's characters going like, hey, what's up? And you're supposed to fucking jump. This movie, though, I'm not even exaggerating, has at least over 10 moments of either editing with the cameras so that whenever the camera edits, it makes this loud whooshing noise, and that's supposed to be a jump scare. Or, god damn it, I couldn't keep track of how many times somebody with their camera is looking around in the woods, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to see where somebody went, and then the character would just be like, hey, oh, whoa, motherfucker, how many times do you have to do this? Like, do something. When you're trying to do it by forcing jump scares in there, it was beyond pissing me off. It was. There's one character in the movie that I do like. He is Peter, played by Brendan Scott, and he's the black guy in the movie. So he's the one who's kind of being humorous, not too over the top, but definitely the most relatable person in the group. Whenever a character is talking about the ghost or the witch and how all this stuff is possible, he just laughs. He laughs because it's absurd. And so I like this guy. Take a guess on what happens to him. Not a spoiler, because it's easy to figure out if you've seen really any horror movie. Now, another big thing is that they do recreate some of the moments from the original movie, like them sleeping in their tent and at night they hear noises, and that's supposed to be creepy. And then even when they come out of the tents, they see the symbols made from the trees, and that's supposed to be creepy too. And it's like, okay, cool, but we've seen this already, so you want to see what's new. And then this movie kind of just goes full retard, and a whole bunch of crazy shit starts happening, and you can't really see it because it's all in the camera's point of view, and the characters are running around, frantic, screaming, and sure, you get the reaction, but I can't see shit on screen. The camera is jumping around, shaking, and I'm getting a headache. Like, I remember when Cloverfield came out and everybody was upset because they got sick watching that movie. They thought it was shot all frenetically. No, this is the definition of something being shot frenetic. You don't even know what happened. You're like, what happened to that character? Did they die? Did they? Fuck, I can't even rewind it because I'm in a fucking theater. I don't even know what's going on. Now, I'm not going to say that there weren't any creepy moments here, because there were. More so towards the end, when you have, like, there's a character who's looking around, and you see something out in the woods, far, far distance, and you're like, was that? I don't know, that looked like something creepy. And then there's another moment where one of the characters has to crawl through a hole. And I'm very claustrophobic. I am. It freaks me out. It skeeves me out seeing somebody having to go in a closed circle and they get stuck. And I'm just like, that does freak me out. So I will give them that. But this whole, I guess it's funny how much I almost complained in the original Blair Witch Project when I wanted more. I wanted to see what this witch was, or what the mythology was, or how she worked, or just what went into it. And this sequel was almost made to show me that, to show me more. And now I'm not impressed with the more that I got, or maybe just how they executed it. I didn't like the ending. I was very underwhelmed with this movie. I'm gonna give Blair Witch some old bullshit.
Man, this some old bullshit.
Sure, it's not worse than the sequel from 2000. That was fucking atrocious. This is just terrible. Not atrocious, but terrible. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you still, for some reason, want to see this movie. Don't do it. Save your money for something else. But if you do want to watch it, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Please won't you save my desires on fire? Sometimes you need a little peace at home. On fire, that's so wired. Come follow me and I can lose you. Come follow me and take a trip to the dark side, waiting for the perfect